Hi everybody, how's it going? Hope you are doing well today and welcome to Taiwan. Right now I'm currently at the house where I grew up for the first 9 years of my life. It's all coming back to me now, this feeling of nostalgia. I think it's because I have a certain set of memories when it comes to a certain location. So whenever I come back to Taiwan, I always reminisce about all the good times that I had here when I was a little kid, and that's when the nostalgia comes along with it. I just want to give you a quick rundown of what happened yesterday, because yesterday was the most hectic, longest travel day I've ever had. We got to Taipei at about 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. and Taipei is the northern part of Taiwan, and because my family lives in the southern part, I would have to take the metro as well as the high-speed rail. I take the metro to the closest high-speed rail station, which was no problem at all. Got there really quickly. And this was the moment I learned about the bad news. They said, oh, there's a typhoon today. The one time I choose to come back to Taiwan, there's a typhoon. They basically said the southernmost part that you can go to is Taichung, which is the middle of Taiwan. And then they're not sure when you'll be able to go to Kaohsiung and Tainan, which is the southernmost part of Taiwan. I got to Taichung at about 7 to 8 a.m. and they said because of the typhoon, we're gonna have to delay it, right? So the earliest class for the high-speed rail to the southernmost part of Taiwan would have to be until after 2 p.m. At around noon, they're like, okay, we're actually gonna have to delay it even further to 6 p.m. because we don't know when the typhoon is gonna arrive and we wanna make sure that we're safe. So I ended up staying in Taichung from 7 to 8 a.m. all the way till 6 p.m. After all these hours of just waiting, stalling, checking when they're gonna have another high-speed rail come in, I got home finally yesterday, last night at 7 p.m. If I'm not mistaken, I think I spent a total of 31 hours traveling from LA all the way to Taiwan. Did I expect it to take this long? No, but you know what? Sometimes things happen and you know, you just gotta roll with it. The only way from here is up. That's it. I mean, we're here in Taiwan already. I get to come here and visit my family and just come home. So this feels really good right now. And actually, as we speak, the sun is out right now. So it's already becoming better. But yeah, I can't wait to spend the next 2 weeks here and just have a blast. Now I'm going to the Family Mart, which is a convenience store. Not even lying, they have restaurant quality food. So I'm really excited about this. It's literally right across the street, but I have to like walk through this park right now. Oh, I used to play here all the time when I was a kid.
What's a car good for without an engine? Or these songs, if you don't want to hear them.
Yes, sir. Ooh, I got a little bento box with it says fried instant noodles with zhajiang sauce, and then also a triangular rice ball with Korean beef bulgogi flavor, and then also the kung pao chicken rice. So, ooh, I'm stoked. I guess I should start this one first. Oh my goodness. I haven't had this in so long. Mostly rice on the outside and then inside is the meat. Now time for the noodles. By the way, I don't think I said this earlier, but right now the house that I'm in is in Tainan City. I thought I would just say that because I don't think I said it when I started the video. Now we're on to the noodles. My favorite type of food is noodles. over rice, over everything else, just noodles. The great thing about the convenience store in Taiwan is that they literally have these just ready for you on the go. You just have to ask them to heat it up. So they have meat, vegetables, and then noodles. 10 out of 10, straight up. Last but not least, we have the Kung Pao chicken rice ball. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Finish the food. Low-key kind of spicy because I think you can see it on my face right now, it's red. You gotta always end off every meal with a bev. So right now I have the Mai Xiang Hong Cha, which is basically this brand is like the staple of black tea in Taiwan. I'm telling you, after watching this video, you might just want to travel to Taiwan yourself because this is what you get to eat and drink every single day. Yup, exactly how I remembered it. For the rest of the night, my parents and I decided that we would go to my favorite restaurant in town. The restaurant is called 水饺之家, which stands for dumpling house. I got myself a hot and sour soup, some dumplings, of course. I loved it. I would give it a 10 out of 10. I also got some noodles. After we ate, we went to this historical site across the street. You'll see a lot of these historical sites in Tainan City because it's the oldest city in Taiwan. They had some beautiful decorations. On our way back home, we saw a beautiful sunset. What a wonderful way to end my first day in Taiwan. My mom is looking at me while I film. I feel kind of awkward. So this is my old elementary school in Taiwan. I was here from first grade all the way to third grade. And I know what you're thinking, like, how is an elementary school this big? Don't ask me. Sadly, I was only here for 3 years though. I low-key wanted to stay longer because I made so many friends here and made so many memories. I'll actually show you where my classroom was. So this classroom back here was where I went to class for first grade and second grade. If you can look inside, this is what the classroom looks like. Everybody has a seat, and then this is the front of the class. I remember the first day of elementary school, I got so nervous. This is how you know that I'm really introverted, is on the first day of school, I got so nervous that I pretended to be sick just so that I could go to the nurse for the entire day so I didn't have to go to class. I was so awkward back then. I'm still awkward now, but like back then I get anxious whenever I see new people, and this was, you know, a new school for me. So obviously I was, it was nerve-wracking on the first day of school for sure. And then this was where they serve lunch. So usually there will be a student or two assigned to serve everybody lunch. And so you would walk out the classroom and then get your food right here and then go back inside the classroom.
What is love good for if it burns you? Or a life without nothing there,
I guess I should explain the education system in Taiwan because it's a little bit different than America. When I was here as a student, you had to be here from 7 a.m. all the way to 4 p.m. At least that's how long I stayed in school when I was here. But yeah, so 7 a.m. and you have to be physically in class by 7 a.m. because the first thing that you're doing, you're not going to homeroom, you're not studying, you're not in class. The first thing that you're doing is you're assigned a particular location at school where you have to clean up. My location for third grade, actually, I was assigned to clean up the dean's office. And he was an important person, so you actually had to clean up. You can't just mess around. You have to clean up his whole space so that when he shows up to work, he can have a clean space to work in. Usually we had 4 classes before noon and then 4 classes after noon. Between each class you do get recess, so I guess that's why the school is way longer. You get 4 classes before noon and you have recess between each class, and then once it gets to noon you eat and then you sleep. I know that sounds completely strange to everybody that's in America, but yeah, you get to sleep. You bring your own pillow and you just sleep on a desk like this. Once the sleeping time is over, you have another 4 classes and you get out of school at about 4. Now that's not the only thing, because a lot of kids here actually go to after school programs. I would go to the after school program right across from school, and I would be there until 6. So you're looking at 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. as a student, when I was here at least. Yeah, it's a little different for sure. I feel like that's why when I went to America, I was like, this is low-key kind of easy because the schedule is so much shorter in America, and you know, even though you don't have as much recess, you do get out of school way earlier than you would here. I miss it so much though. I will say this though, the curriculum is so hard. I remember we had a quiz where the teacher basically says a passage and you have to write it in the notebook word for word, and I fell so far behind. By the middle of the quiz, I was already questioning whether I can even write at all. And then also here, I don't know if you see, like downstairs right here, we used to have a ping pong club, and how they would reward kids to win ping pong matches is they'll give you an Asian snack right after you win a game. I know it's, it's very Asian, but it worked because, man, once I knew that that was the reward, oh, I was going in, I was locked in. Every place that I walk to here, I feel like I'm walking down memory lane, because there's just a story associated with each specific location that I can just remember it detail by detail. Shaved ice time. Hello. 2天前。2天前啊？对。哇，帅哥啊！不要紧，不要紧。Y'all know what's the great thing about being able to speak 2 languages is you can watch YouTubers from Taiwan and from America. Like, I can just really watch anybody that knows either languages. Anyways guys, that's it for today. I had a blast these last 2 days. If you like this video and want to check out my other social media platforms, I'll leave them down in the description below. Otherwise, I hope you have the best day ever, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!